welcome to a new episode of Sex Ed with Tara. Glasses to make me look smarter, engaged. If you're wondering why you're seeing all of my vlog videos on my gaming channel, well, that's gonna be happening for the next 2 weeks. Why? Link to why will be in the description. Sorry about the spam on my gaming channel. Anyway, this week we're gonna be talking about the female orgasm, one of my best friends, and my second favorite pastime. We're gonna discuss it on a biological level, as well as how to achieve it if you're a man or a woman trying to please your woman, or if you're just solo masturbating. With some girls, it's not the easiest thing on the planet to do. But remember, everyone is different, and these tips in this video might not help you as much as it might help the next girl. Experimentation is key, I always say. So what happens biologically during a female orgasm and female arousal? When a woman begins to get turned on, she feels like this sexy, warm rush. And that rush is her blood moving around and going straight to the clitoris and the vagina. Similar to a man's erection, in fact. She may have been chilly or had a headache and wasn't really in the mood, but once that blood starts flowing and she becomes turned on, she's warm and she no longer has any ailments. This is due to endorphins and the oxytocin produced by the hypothalamus. This means on a biological level that you've been chosen as the father of her child. You're in, bro. But no, really, she's just ready to go sexually. At this point, the initial vaginal reaction begins, and she starts to secrete little beads of lubrication through her vaginal walls. These beads grow more numerous and they eventually get together and just line the walls of her vagina. It's basically like a biological red light invitation to the sex party. And you're the only one on the guest list. Unless, you know, group sex. The other physical tells of sexual arousal are sped up breathing, increased heart rate, and her nipples may become a little erect. Later on, more erect. The lower part of her vagina becomes rigid and narrow in order to grip the penis, and the upper part extends and softens up so you have more room to penetrate. She wants to take you all in. So while you're engaging in foreplay or while you're starting to have sex, a ton of nerve and muscle tension is building up in the anus, pelvis, and vagina. And at the point of orgasm, all of this tension is finally released in waves of pleasure. I tried to make that sound as non-scientific as possible. So a female orgasm biologically is a set of contractions in the vagina and anus simultaneously that last for less than a second each. A long orgasm can be up to 15 of these contractions. And yes, women can orgasm longer than men. There are also clitoral orgasms and vaginal orgasms, and combinations of both. All of the different types feel different. And then there's the hard to achieve orgasms and the easy to achieve orgasms, and in my experience, those also feel different. So let me tell you what these feel like from my personal experience, to the best of my linguistic ability. In my experience, vaginal orgasms are weaker, but I can sustain them longer, and I can also have multiple orgasms with no refractory period. Also, I feel that vaginal orgasms are more of like a full body experience that kind of comes from within. And what's worse is that most women can't even achieve the vaginal orgasm. Clitoral orgasms, on the other hand, are extremely strong. For me, but they last a shorter amount of time and have a higher refractory period. The refractory period, if you guys don't know, is how long you have to wait in between sex sessions. And during this refractory period, my clitoris is really tender, and a lot of stimulation doesn't make me feel like I'm gonna orgasm, and more is just too sensitive. Similar to what I've heard from guys about trying to have sex right after they've come. And combining the two orgasms is like an uncontrollable paradise of awesomeness. If I was having one of those combined orgasms and someone broke into my house with a gun, I'd be like, hold on, wait, just let me finish, wait, I don't even know who you are, come join, whatever. Kinda like that. Sometimes women aren't even sexually satisfied after one orgasm. And yes, that experience is very similar to a man's blue balls. It's like an aching pelvic heaviness, strong tingling in the clitoris, vagina, and anus, and a preoccupation with needing to orgasm or thinking about sex. Yeah, it's happened to me multiple times. But just like the male version of blue balls, it's harmless. So now that we know what it is biologically and how it feels biologically, kind of, what are some things that can keep a girl from orgasming, and how do we rectify those issues? Number one, as I spoke about earlier and in a lot of other videos, a majority of women cannot come from penetration alone. Girl on top is a good way to combat this because she gets to choose the speed, the angle, and all of the other things to make her come easier. Many girls say that sex feels better when they're on top, but for me, my go-to position is doggy style. Like I said, everyone's different. Also, rubbing her clit or having her or a toy do it. Or during sex, gyrating so that her clit is rubbing on your pelvis. Those are all great ways to stimulate her clitoris while also being able to penetrate her. It's like a double whammy. Number two, something called spectatoring can make it hard for a girl to come as well. This phenomenon is characterized by a woman who can't stop thinking about how she looks in bed or how she looks in a certain position or doesn't feel comfortable with her body. Thinking about that kind of stuff and not letting loose can seriously turn you off. Or pretty much anything that can preoccupy the mind, like daily stress, work, family issues. All of these things can get in the way of a good orgasm. Women can be very mental creatures when it comes to sex, so learning to turn that off and relax your mind, that'll increase your chance for orgasm tenfold. world. I feel the need to say that that is not an actual statistic. A good way to overcome this is to do something extremely relaxing beforehand. Take a bubble bath, a long hot shower, get a massage from your boyfriend or girlfriend, or maybe a little oral or masturbation with your partner beforehand. If you're not in the mood, get in the mood. And number 3, and the final reason. Women often don't know what the fuck they want. And this isn't like a whole psychological like women never know what they want so they're playing mind games with men type of thing. It's like women just haven't felt comfortable experimenting with their bodies, so they don't see sex as some kind of pleasurable experience, they see sex as something that they need to do to please their man. Girls, try experimenting in private, find out what makes you come. There's nothing wrong with enjoying your body, alone or with a partner, or multiple partners. Do whatever makes you feel comfortable and start slow if you need to. I recommend getting one of the sex toys that's like a long dildo with the rabbit vibe for your clit, and has like the extension for anal if you want to try that as well. Stimulating all 3 regions is the best. Also, you can get them at adamandeve.com for 50% off with my code Tara. I know, shameless promotion. But doing so helps me get free sex toys. And 50% off, that's pretty good. Anyway, men and women around the world, I hope you can enjoy the female orgasm today. I know that sounds weird, but men, if you get your girl to orgasm, you're gonna enjoy it too. A lot more. I hope this has helped you guys. Post in the comments if it has. Also post in the comments a topic for next Sex Ed with Tara. I want to cover things that you guys want to learn about. Let's make the world a more sexually educated and sexually liberated place to live. It's more fun that way. Alright guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys tomorrow with a new Friday Night Mail video. I love you, keep fucking, and making her come. Mwah.